Uh, I didn't even know that my mic was off though. But hey everyone, this is Michael again, and we are live. And yes, live on a Friday night. Uh, going to be doing a short Smackdown review. This was, of course, the go home show for SummerSlam, which is tomorrow night, and very much looking forward to SummerSlam. It has a pretty good card. And tonight's SmackDown was from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio, which is going to be SummerSlam's taking place in Cleveland tomorrow. But yes, I'm gonna do the a short SmackDown review, and then gonna have a few guests come up here, and we're gonna do our SummerSlam predictions. Uh, By the way, I was monetized. My channel is now monetized, so you know I get my videos monetized. I can now do super chats. So if you want to do super chats, they are open. Also, you know, super super stickers. Those are open as well. So if you guys want to do super chat or sticker, you could be very grateful to thank you guys. SmackDown was weak, started off good, but went downhill fast. Yes, I agree. SmackDown was just an awful show tonight. Roman Reigns, this show seriously needs Roman Reigns back. And Roman Reigns, hopefully he comes back as everyone, including me, have predicted that he returns tomorrow at SummerSlam. And a lot of people were expecting Jimmy Uso to return tonight. Yeah, I knew that Jimmy Uso was going to return tonight. So everybody's like, "Oh well, Jimmy Uso's going to return." No, that wasn't the case tonight. But what do we get on the show tonight? We had Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes, another match between them. We had Santos Escobar versus Apollo Crews. Does that sound exciting? Obviously, you probably all know who won the match. We had the Women's Tag Team Championship on the line. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn defended the titles against Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. What a snooze. And then the main event, we had the World Tag Team Championship on the line. DIY. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa defended the titles against Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga of the Bloodline. So SmackDown opened up. Cody Rhodes came out, and he ended up asking, what do the people want to talk about? He kept saying Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa came out to the ring alone, and then later on we had Jacob Fatu ended up coming down, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. They surround the ring. Cody ends up saying to them, I'm not scared of any of you. And so he ends up saying that the match tomorrow night at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship will be a Bloodline rules match. So it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa, Bloodline rules match for the title. So it should be a good match though. So looking forward to it. I'm sorry, the Undisputed WWE Championship. I'm sorry. New Bloodline ain't working. Cody as champ is a flop, and NXT talents are not good. Well, it's we're all waiting for Roman Reigns to come back. Hopefully that's the case tomorrow. Cody ain't losing. Of course he ain't. Of course. So then we went to Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes. Second match that they had. We've seen these two go at it before. Andrade won the first match. And this was, I gotta say, a pretty good match here between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. Andrade started off the match with a chop to Carmelo's chest. Hayes delivered a chop back. We had Hayes end up delivering a drop kick to Andrade. Andrade delivered a drop kick to Hayes. Hayes was on the ring apron. Andrade ended up lifting Hayes into the ring. Hayes rolled Andrade up, but Andrade kicked out. And later on, Andrade was on the top rope, and he ended up delivering a superplex to Carmelo Hayes, which it was a nice superplex off the top. So Hayes ended up landing on his feet. Andrade rolled Hayes up at the end of the match, and there you go. Andrade ended up winning the match. So Andrade now has 2 wins over Carmelo Hayes. So then we saw backstage Legado del Fantasma, Santos Escobar, end up telling Angel and Humberto that their failures last week are no indication of their future. He ended up saying that their future will change tonight when he faces Apollo Crews. So that was what Escobar, had to say. And then we had Santos Escobar versus Apollo Crews as SmackDown came back from the commercial. Escobar was accompanied by Elektra Lopez and Humberto and Angel. And Apollo Crews was accompanied by Baron Corbin. This was a quick match here. You obviously know who won the match. Santos Escobar ended up winning. The match was nothing important, in my opinion. Just a match to get Santos a win. So pretty much, that was that. But then we went to Byron Saxton backstage with Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. So Bianca and Cargill ended up telling Byron Saxton that they're very confident in winning their women's tag team titles back. So they end up telling Byron that they are coming back for the titles and they are going to be doing just that. Who cares? Did I care? No. And then we had Logan Paul's homecoming celebration. Of course, Logan Paul is from Cleveland. Did I care? No. Logan Paul came out United States champion. Hopefully, LA Knight beats Logan Paul for the United States Championship tomorrow. It's time to take the title off of Logan Paul. He only defended the title twice as, he is the champion. It needs to go, the United States Championship needs to go on a full-time guy. Logan Paul's only part-time. So even Logan Paul ended up getting booed in his hometown. So he ended up telling LA Knight that he has never met a man so eager to take his belt off. He ended up telling Knight that he has bad news because he is not his type. And overall, Logan Paul had a banner, and the banner came down. It revealed Logan Paul's picture on the banner and the word "yeah" across it. So, and then LA Knight came out and he ended up saying, "Oh, well, I've got a banner for you, Logan Paul." So LA Knight walked to the back. He bumped into Pretty Awful, Pretty Deadly. And when you see Pretty Deadly on the show, you know that the show is absolutely awful. So LA Knight ended up asking Pretty Deadly, if they have a banner for Logan Paul. Pretty Deadly ended up telling them, they don't. But they have a musical coming out. Who fucking cares? So Knight continued walking. He ended up saying that he has something. He ended up finding Logan Paul's truck that had, Prime written across it. Logan then ended up running to the back, and Knight drove off with Logan Paul's truck, and that was basically that. Did not even care. Then we went to Alba Fire and Isla Dawn versus Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Women's Tag Team Championship on the line. The match ended in disqualification because Blair Davenport jumped over the barricade. She threw Jade into the ring steps. The ref called for the bell. And Alba Fire and Isla Dawn are still the Women's Tag Team Champions because, of course, we all know that a championship can't turn on a disqualification. So, post-match, we had Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, Blair Davenport ended up beating up on Bianca and Jade, and they ended up throwing Jade over the commentary table. And that was that. No importance to this match. I have forgotten that Apollo and Corbin are still working in the WWE. Same, same. Like when I saw Apollo Crews teaming with Corbin, I'm like, Apollo's still employed? So but yeah, the match ended up meaning nothing. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so next we had Tiffany Stratton backstage. Of course, her Money in the Bank briefcase still all taped up after it being destroyed by Bailey. Nia Jax came in and she had given Tiffany Stratton a new Money in the Bank briefcase, and it was in pink. It was a pink briefcase, which obviously we called that Tiffany Stratton's new briefcase was going to be pink, but it looked very plain. They could have put like, sparkles on it to give the briefcase, like a little meaning because it's Tiffany Stratton. But to me, it just looks like a Pepto Bismol briefcase. That's what it is. Looks like a Pepto Bismol briefcase. So Chelsea Green and Piper Niven came in, and Chelsea ended up telling Tiffany Stratton that she would, the updates that she would make to the briefcase. Chelsea then ended up telling Tiffany Stratton that before she was pushed off the ladder at Money in the Bank, she was going to cash in. So Stratton ended up telling Chelsea that green is not her color, and she ended up walking away. So pretty much that was basically that. I'm like, unimportant. And then we had the main event. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, DIY versus Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu of the Bloodline. This was for the Tag Team Championship, and this was a good match here. We had Gargano end up delivering a flying forearm onto Tama Tonga. Jacob Fatu came in. Gargano ended up hitting Fatu with a kick to the side of his head. Gargano delivered a spear to Tama Tonga. Gargano ended up going for the cover, and Tama Tonga ended up kicking out. So, at the end of the match, we had Gargano end up delivering a suicide dive onto Tama Tonga. He got back into the ring. He ended up hitting Jacob Fatu with a poison rana, but fast, Jacob Fatu got right back onto his feet. And that was crazy. I mean, a poison rana delivered by Gargano, and then in like 1 second, Jacob Fatu's back on his feet. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But then at the end of the match, we had Jacob Fatu end up hitting Gargano with a super kick and a Samoan drop. Fatu then went up to the top rope. He delivered a moonsault off the top, which was followed up by an inverted DDT onto Gargano. He ended up going for the cover, and there you go. Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga are your new tag team champions. Jacob Fatu, he's in WWE a month and a half, and he's already champion. That is crazy. But DIY said that they didn't, hold the titles, much longer. But overall, SmackDown was absolutely awful, terrible. Did nothing to get us hyped for SummerSlam, even though I'm looking forward to it, tomorrow. But it did nothing. Same with Monday Night Raw. Did absolutely nothing to hype us up for SummerSlam. Gargano and Ciampa as tag champs. No one knew they were the champs. Yeah. It's crazy to see Stratton behave goofy while her look like Mariah May has gotten to be a hardcore heel. Yeah. But yeah, that was SmackDown. Overall, what do you guys think of SmackDown? So, but I have to rate SmackDown. I know I don't rate SmackDown, when I do my reviews on Monday Night Raw, AW. This would be a 3 out of 10 show for SmackDown. Yeah. Absolutely awful. So, but now on to the SummerSlam predictions. I'm just waiting for my special guest to pop in. So, but from what I heard, the pre-show for SummerSlam is 3 hours. So, what is? Are there any matches for the pre-show? I don't know why it's 3 hours. WWE hasn't even announced matches to be on the pre-show. So I don't know why it is 3 hours. But let's hope if they announce matches for the show, hopefully they're pretty entertaining. And we have our first guest, my man Noah.
What's up, guys?
How's everything?
Yeah, it's going good.
What'd you think of SmackDown tonight? Give us your thoughts.
It was a show. It was a show. I did enjoy that Tiffany's briefcase is pink now. I did enjoy that because it fits her character very well.
I'm calling it the Pepto-Bismol briefcase because that's what it looks like.
And I hate that it had to come to this, but to make the Solo and Cody match interesting, you had to make it a Bloodlines rules match.
Yeah.
We already know what's going to happen, but we'll get into those into the main event predictions.
Yeah.
Which I've been calling it for months now. I've already known how that has gonna go ever since Roman left. I already knew it.
Yeah, SmackDown. This show needs Roman back ASAP, because without Roman, this show there's nothing to look forward to outside of the Bloodline.
Well, the big issue is they don't know how to build the stars right now. They're not giving Carmelo Hayes the time he needs, losing to Andrade, who you're not doing anything with, except on Speed, which nobody ever watches Speed.
Yeah, because who will go on Twitter just to watch Speed or X?
Yeah, and I mean 3-minute matches tops. No match has gone more than 3 minutes on that show, I don't think. But I liked the show for what it was. Bad go-home show. Decent middle-of-the-road SmackDown. I've seen a lot worse, but this is definitely one of the worst episodes of the Triple H era.
Yeah. And Monday Night Raw on Monday wasn't even any better.
No, that first hour was really, really good, though. I did enjoy that first hour.
Mm-hmm. King of Hoochie Mundo says Raw wasn't better. Sad to say it's been over 6 months and WWE has been trash. Well, not all of it has been trash.
I don't think it's been 6 months. I think it's just been since probably Money in the Bank. The Raw after that, they didn't know what to do with them. Mm-hmm. What you should have done is what I would have done. I wouldn't have had Punk return at Money in the Bank and screw Drew there. Mm. I would have had him try and cash in at SummerSlam. You get a big pop at SummerSlam, and then you set that up for maybe 3 or 4 pay-per-views, leading to the big culmination at, say, a Survivor Series. Because there's no way that either of those two guys are going to be in a War Games match.
No,
they don't got nothing. Really. But
and our second guest has arrived. Here is Datila.
Hey. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, this is Noah. Noah, this is Datila. She's a huge wrestling fan as well.
Hey.
Yeah, and she's also a Power Rangers fan as well.
Yeah.
Datila, what'd you think of SmackDown tonight?
If this would have been your run-of-the-mill SmackDown, it would have been okay, but this is a go-home show, and I'm always harsher on the go-home shows. The go-home show has to sell you the pay-per-view. Let's say if you haven't been watching over the last couple of weeks, the job of the go-home show is to make you want to tune into SmackDown. And if I wasn't already watching SmackDown, if I wasn't already watching SummerSlam, yeah, this go-home show would not have gotten me to tune into SummerSlam at all.
I agree. But right now, it's time for our predictions. Before we get into it, King of Hoochie Mundo says, rest in peace, Yellow and Green White Ranger.
Yeah.
All right, so we got from what I heard, the pre-show is 3 hours.
Yep.
I don't know what, because they didn't even announce matches for the pre-show.
They're trying to probably put a block to Collision, because Collision's airing before SummerSlam.
And that's exactly what they're trying to do. But let's be honest here. I don't think they have to try and block anything with those ratings.
Yeah, their ratings are pretty terrible. But we only have 7 matches on the card, which is pretty good. Thank God it's not, when Vince was in charge where we had like 10, 12 matches in total on the card. But it's looking like a pretty good card. What do you guys think?
A lot of title matches and one non-title match. The only non-title match of the show.
I like that card. I just hate how we have one women's match that actually has some stakes to it. And then you have Bayley and Nia where I literally don't care.
I don't care for it as well.
I love both girls. The issue is Tiffany's the one who's the most interesting right now. She has the most character. Bayley with the title is nice to see.
I pre-ordered her briefcase.
No, you didn't.
I did.
That's already for pre-order?
Yeah. WWE shop put it up tonight.
Did I pre-order it?
Right after the segment was over. Bam.
It's pink. It's pink. I had to get it.
It's the Pepto-Bismol briefcase.
Well, my gimmick is that of the Pink Ranger, so
yeah,
go perfectly.
Okay, so getting into the first match here, we got Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, this card is not, like official for what the show is going to be like. We don't know if that's going to open the show, but we're just going by how Wikipedia has it, here. So Damian Priest versus Gunther, World Heavyweight Championship. I'm actually looking forward to this match. Damian Priest, I think he's been a good World Heavyweight Champion. I think he's very entertaining. Gunther, what can you say about Gunther? He's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. And who knows? Tomorrow we might see Gunther defeat Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then, we're going to get Gunther not only was he the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion, but he will possibly be the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion. So my prediction, I'm going to have to go with Gunther beating Damian Priest. So what do you guys think? I'll start with Noah.
Okay. I'm going to go with Gunther. I think that's your best option. Priest, he's going to fall right off the card again. But the issue is Gunther needed this push more. Gunther needed a world title push a lot more only because he was the longest reigning NXT UK champ, as well as the IC champ. Mm-hmm. So your next step is to push him to the main event and make him the biggest star in the company, which I think this is going to do. He has a great just heel nature to him. I love this guy to death. He is one of the best wrestlers in the world, if not the best wrestler on the roster, I think, with multiple awesome matches, match of the year candidates. I think this could potentially be one. I'm going to give it to Gunther, but I'm not going to be surprised if Priest does pull it out and we maybe see him hold it on through maybe Survivor Series.
All right. Yeah, I agree with everything you said. I mean, I enjoyed him when he was the NXT United Kingdom champion. I actually did meet him at an indie show, and he put the title around me, and it was actually very heavy, and he was actually very nice though. Very nice guy. So, but I agree with with everything you said, about Gunther. So, Datila, what do you think of? What is your prediction?
I have to go with Gunther as well. I feel like the cracks are going to start to form in Judgment Day if they're not already forming. And I think this match might be the catalyst for that. Well, probably Rhea versus Liv is the catalyst for it. But I definitely do think this match is gonna show the cracks in Judgment Day. So I gotta go with Gunter.
Yeah. Oh, fully. I agree with that. So, yeah, I would expect Gunther to win the title. If this will, like I said, what Datila said, this will start the cracks of the Judgment Day. Damian Priest will go babyface, and him and Rhea Ripley are the only ones that are acting like baby faces here. So I have to say Gunther is winning the title. Next is Bayley versus Nia Jax for the Women's Championship. The obvious reason is because Nia Jax won the Queen of the Ring, and she ends up getting a title shot against Bayley. I don't care for this match. I like Bayley. Nia Jax, surprisingly, I gotta say, I'm not a huge Nia Jax fan, but they're booking her pretty decently, here. I think Triple H is, decently booking Nia Jax than when Vince booked her, and she has not put anybody out injured. She hasn't injured anybody, which that's pretty good. But me, I gotta say that Bayley is going to retain. I don't see Nia Jax winning the title, but I'm gonna have to go with Bayley. So, Datila, what do you think? Who's going to win the match here?
I say Nia Jax is going to win the match here. I mean, they're doing this whole queen and princess type of thing. And even tonight, like Nia Jax reminded Tiffany not to cash in on her, after she gave her that briefcase. So I think Nia Jax is going to win. They're definitely telling a story with her and Tiffany. So I'd say Nia.
Okay. Noah, what do you think?
I say you keep it on Bayley because Nia literally has nothing for me. I don't find her interesting at all. The only time I found her interesting was back when she first started, probably through till she got fired. When she came back, she's done nothing of substance for me as a viewer. But they are telling a story. So what I would do is I would stick it on Bayley and leave it on Bayley. I would do a cash in and have her screw Nia over and pin Nia. So Tiffany gets the title. That's what I would do. I would have her cash in if we didn't just get the briefcase. But for my official prediction, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to go Bayley because I want to see that happen, and I see that's what they do. I don't want to see this title just bounced around from woman to woman.
I agree with you there. That's a pretty interesting take there, where Tiffany Stratton could just like if Nia Jax does win it, Tiffany Stratton could just come out there, pin Nia Jax, and win the championship, and then we'll get like a whole feud between Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax still there. So, but yeah, like I said, my prediction for Bayley to retain the title, and I think that's just the way to go. I mean, like these guys said, they're telling the story with it. Next is Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. I am actually looking forward to this match. I mean, Rhea Ripley has been sidelined thanks to Liv Morgan, putting her out. I like the whole Dominic and Liv storyline that they told. With Liv Morgan trying to steal Dominic away from Rhea Ripley and take everything that Rhea had. Of course, with the Women's World Championship, she took that first, and then she took Dominic. And I really enjoyed that Raw where Rhea Ripley came back and just the whole crowd popped for her. Liv Morgan just ran away like a coward into the crowd. And then, Dominic 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago on Raw, comes out there and says to Liv Morgan, well, I hate you. I can't stand you. Making Liv Morgan cry in her crocodile tears. So, and then the promo that we got on Monday, I actually really enjoyed it with Liv Morgan standing there with the burning barrel, just throwing the T-shirts in there, throwing picture of Dominic in the barrel into the fire. I thought that was pretty well done. But to me, the way how this match is going to go down, I think that Liv Morgan is going to retain the Women's World Championship because Dominic is going to screw Rhea Ripley, and that's going to leave Liv Morgan to pin Rhea and retain the title. Datila, what do you think? Give us your thoughts.
They're going to recreate WrestleMania 20 here with Dominic playing the role of Trish, Rhea Ripley playing the role of Chris Jericho, and Liv Morgan playing the role of Christian. I do think that Liv Morgan's retaining because Dominic is going to screw her. And I could definitely see Dominic leaving with Liv.
Yeah, maybe. Noah, your thoughts?
Yep, I've called it ever since this storyline started. Dom is going to screw Mommy, and Liv is going to keep it. This is going to disband all of the Judgment Day. And here very, very soon, everyone is going to go their separate ways and try and start something. But Liv is going to retain because of Dom interfering and screwing over Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, so we all agree that Liv Morgan is going to retain. Go to the comments here. Bayley versus Nia Jax is just a match to get the belt off of Bayley. Just have Nia Jax lose it to Stratton. Yeah, there you go. He said, for me, the card is predictable. After the referee botch exposed Priest as not being championship material. Gunther needs the belt after Triple H flopped his championship run. No, it didn't flop, though.
No.
Gunther without Imperium is not the same. WWE needs to do something to get over Rhea Ripley again, but her return has been cold. Well, she just came back. They're just, trying to build her back up again. She's not just going to come back and already win back the Women's World Championship. We're definitely going to get another match between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, and that's going to be coming at Bad Blood, in my opinion. I could see Balor get Liv for himself, or might get Ripley and Liv in a lesbian relationship storyline. Please no. No.
There's no way. It would make no sense.
No. But
although I could see the first half, Finn Balor and Liv Morgan and working together, I could see that happening. There's been hints of it.
I don't know if you guys caught this, but I saw a picture online. I didn't see this as well. That I think it was during the Liv Morgan promo, or I think it was when she destroyed the Judgment Day clubhouse. There was X's on Damian Priest, JD McDonough, I think Dominic, but the only one that wasn't X'd was Finn Balor.
Oh yeah, I saw that picture. I saw it on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. So maybe this is all a setup. Maybe after Dominic said, "Oh well, I hate you, Liv. I can't stand you." I think this might be all a ploy. What do you think?
Sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry.
I thought you had a question.
I was going to say something. I just wasn't sure if you were done.
Maybe this is leading to maybe Liv playing Dominic, but she really has the hots for Balor. So
I was going to say something similar to that. I was going to say, I think that the portrayal of Dominic with Rhea is going to, Liv is going to string him along until she gets tired of him. And then, she's probably going to go with Finn Balor. I think that's what, I could see that happening. I agree with you, Michael.
You think so, Noah?
I think so. What I would really like to point out here is something nobody I have heard say. is that Finn Balor is the one who took the whole that room key when Liv sent it right to Dom.
Yes.
So long-term storytelling, and from Hunter with Triple H, we know he likes his long-term little secrets thrown in there that nobody catches. He's so good at those. I catch them all though, because after watching for so many years, you start to catch on.
Mm-hmm.
But with this, I'm gonna have to agree. Mommy will be fine on her own. JD, Carlito, not so much. Dom, he's gonna be fine. He has enough heat to last him for a long time. Until we eventually get that predictable storyline with him and his dad being father and son again, and we're gonna see all the stereotypical stuff, but we're gonna eat it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm so tired. I'm so over seeing Ray and Dom, father versus son. I'm so over it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to see it again. Do you think Punk going to get injured again? There's lots of people on X saying it's going to happen. Well, Punk, he seems pretty fit now. I think he's worked out, a lot since he's been out. I sense that, he's going to be strong in his match against Drew McIntyre, which we'll get to. Next is Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa, Bloodline Rules match for the Undisputed WWE Championship. This was announced tonight on SmackDown by Cody Rhodes, saying that, he wants a Bloodline Rules match. And Solo Sikoa, he is the new tribal chief, because Roman is out. He has Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu, part of the other new bloodline. Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa, this is, in my opinion, this is going to be like a replay of WrestleMania 40. I think when they had the Bloodline Rules. So I think this is just going to be, the same quality match that we got at WrestleMania this year. But my prediction, Cody Rhodes is going to retain. There's no way that Cody is losing the title. But going with Cody Rhodes. What do you think?
Yeah. I think I got to go with Cody, and I wonder if Roman returns at the end of this match.
By far, I think Roman Reigns is definitely returning. Who knows? We might get Paul Heyman returning with him, or Jimmy Uso returning.
I thought Jimmy would return tonight and cost the Bloodline those tag titles, but I guess that didn't happen. I guess they got something else in mind.
Yeah, something else planned. Yeah, so. What do you think, Noah?
Well, I know how this is going to play out. So it's the Bloodline Rules. So we will get a Jimmy return and a Roman in the match. And Roman will act like he's going to screw our boy Cody, but actually screw Solo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you get to the big match of the Bloodline and the new version at Survivor Series in War Games. That's how I would do it, and I think that's how it is going to go. So with Cody, I don't think it's time to take the towel off of him yet. It's way too soon for all this build-up just to have him lose it to Solo for no reason. So Cody retains.
Yeah, I agree, because he just won at WrestleMania. They did the whole build-up to, let him finish his story. Let him finish his story. And he finished it at WrestleMania. And you're not just going to, just drop it at, SummerSlam, because he won it in April. So that's like 3.5 months that he's champion.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to take 3.5 months and then just give the title to Solo Sikoa, and then everything that they build up to with Cody just goes down the drain, and it made no sense. It was like a waste of our time. So, but Cody Rhodes is definitely retaining. Next is Logan Paul versus LA Knight for the United States Championship. I think that LA Knight's going to win this. I really do want the title off of Logan Paul. The guy is a part-timer. I mean, he's good in the ring though, but I'm not like the hugest fan of him. To me, like every time that Logan Paul comes on TV, I just want to mute my TV. Knight, you know, they were building this up, and with Logan Paul, and it's great that Knight is in the title picture, which he rightfully deserves. Just I find that LA Knight, could be more over if he has gold on him, and I think it's time for Logan Paul to drop the title. I mean, he's only defended the title twice, as he's United States champion. So I'm gonna have to go with Logan Paul. I'm gonna have to go with LA Knight. Sorry, LA Knight. I think it's going to defeat Logan Paul for the United States Championship. Yeah, botch. Thank you, Datila. So, Datila, what do you think?
I gotta go with LA Knight. Yeah. I just feel like it's his time now. Like Logan Paul has sought that title long enough, and if he loses here, what else can LA Knight do? He hasn't won gold on the main roster yet,
Exactly.
So I feel like he needs to win this match.
All right. Oh, what do you think?
I completely agree. It's Knight's time. Paul has not defended it hardly at all, and they want to get that off of him. They only did that to draw attention to themselves. He certainly did not need it. He's not worthy of it. Knight has needed the title for a while now, and I think this is probably the perfect time and the only time that they can possibly do it to give the crowd what they want.
Yeah, so Logan Paul's going to lose it in his hometown.
Yep.
Well, he wouldn't be the only person from Cleveland to lose in their hometown. Johnny Gargano
lost tonight. Mm-hmm. Says I just know that Triple H putting the belt on Cody was a big mistake. It was good at the start to get the pop, but now WWE is fucked because there's no top stars to take it off other than Roman or Rock. Who knows? We might get the Rock return maybe tomorrow. Who knows?
I wouldn't do it at SummerSlam. I would leave it to Jimmy and Roman.
Like you would find it to happen like at Bad Blood maybe, or like Survivor Series.
I would do it before Survivor Series, but you also have a Saudi show soon. Before we get to the War Games match. So I think you do it there. And you have him return there because he's filming a movie right now. And I don't think he has enough time to fly there and then go back to filming it.
True. It makes sense.
But I could be wrong.
Yeah. Were you going to say anything, Datila?
I don't think The Rock would return. I think I could definitely see Roman. But I don't know about The Rock. But I do think he'll return eventually.
Yeah, exactly. So going with LA Knight to win the United States Championship.
Yeah.
And all of us will be going, yeah. Next, we got Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. And Braun Breaker getting another shot at Sami Zayn's Intercontinental Championship. I gotta say, I like the stuff that they're doing with Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker here. Braun Breaker is just a beast in the ring. His spears are very, timely done. Like you could tell that he times his spears whenever he hits them, because I never seen a superstar just hit, a huge spear like that out of nowhere. I mean, like Edge, when you compare him to Edge or, Rhino from back in the day, you could tell that Braun Breaker times like his spears. Like he knows at the right time when he's going to hit it. And the guy, was great. I really enjoyed when he was down in NXT. I thought him and Baron Corbin teaming down in NXT and being the tag team champions, I thought that was, pretty cool. And I really wish that they would have brought both of them together on the main roster, but I really wish it was like that. So, but to me, I think Braun Breaker is going to win the Intercontinental Championship. I think Sammy's going to drop the title to him. So I think that's the way how it's going to go down, in my opinion. So, Tilla, what do you think?
I think it's Noah's time to answer first. I went first last time.
Okay. Let's see. Noah, here. What do you think first?
I think that it's Braun's time. I think you give it to him. He should have won it last time. And I think that Sammy wants to help the younger generation now because he's a veteran now. Everybody did that for him, and Braun needs this because he's the next version of Roman Reigns. That this is Hunter's boy. It's Triple H's boy. Nobody else. He's the one who's handpicked, and I'm all here for it. So Braun Breaker wins this, hands down.
Yeah, I fully agree. I agree that Braun is Triple H's guy who he's gonna book to the moon, and the crowd's already over on Braun Breaker. Every week on Raw, you're just hearing them bark. So you can tell how you can tell how over he is. So, all right, Datila, go ahead.
I think Braun Breaker's going to destroy Sami Zayn. That should have happened in Money in the Bank. You destroy Sami Zayn in his hometown. Imagine the heel heat that would have got him. But yeah, I think Braun Breaker's going to destroy Sami Zayn here.
Yeah, so we all agree that Braun Breaker is going to defeat Sami Zayn. That's going to probably be your new Intercontinental Champion. Says Barack too old to have several matches to defend it. Next, we have CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Seth Rollins will be the special guest referee. Very much looking forward to this match. It's been built up for quite a while. Of course, Punk, out being injured. Drew McIntyre, focusing on, Punk, McIntyre on SmackDown, taking, Punk's bracelet that had his, wife, AJ Lee, and his dog, Larry, on it. There was a video that I saw from the, I think the SummerSlam meet and greet where where McIntyre was wearing, I think, like another bracelet that, mentioned like Punk on it. I forgot what it said though, but he did actually wear it. But McIntyre, I think he's doing a really good job as a heel. This is the best that they have built up Drew McIntyre. And, CM Punk, everybody's worried, like, oh, will he be all right getting, into the ring tomorrow? Will he show some ring rust? You can tell that, Punk, actually got into shape when, he was out because he came back, he was, ready to go, he's ready to go. And it shows that he has, the momentum, going into the match. And Seth Rollins being the special guest referee because, he put out all those rules, on Monday Night Raw saying, oh, if I want to count, I'll count. If it's a count out, I want to count to 10, I'll count to 10. Oh, if there's, weapons being used, weapons will be used. But Rollins is going to call it down the line. Will he screw over one of them? Yes. To me, I think how the way this goes down is Rollins, maybe screws maybe CM Punk. And then we'll get, Punk versus Rollins. Because I think we already had McIntyre versus Rollins, I think. So if I'm not mistaken. But this is a tough choice, to win the match. I think I'm gonna have to go with CM Punk to win, because you don't want Punk, just coming back, him taking a loss, after he just returned. But this is gonna be just the first match that they're going to have. I know that they're going to have maybe another match, which will probably be at Bad Blood. And I'm calling it right now. When we get that match at Bad Blood, it's going to be a Hell in a Cell match.
Yep.
I sense that happening. So I have to say Punk will win it. And then maybe they'll have another match. Maybe we get at a Saudi show. Maybe we get at the Saudi show. And then we'll get the last match culminating at Bad Blood. So, Noah, what do you think?
Well, I got to go with Punk here.
Sure. Like the
Got,
shirt.
Got to go with Punk. They're telling a story here with that bracelet there. He wants that back. It's personal now, and with the personal stories, this has to be Punk, or else this story will go on for too long. They will have another match. It'll probably be a cell match, and I think you do one more. Is the Saudi show before Survivor Series?
The Saudi show is, let's see here.
November something, I think, right?
Let me see here. The Saudi show. Let's see. No, we got Bash in Berlin, No Mercy.
NXT No Mercy.
Yeah, NXT No Mercy, and then Bad Blood. The Saudi show. I don't know when the Saudi show is.
Keep going. See what it says.
Yeah. Next is Bash in Berlin. Let me see here. November 2nd. Yeah. Crown Jewel.
Yep.
It's taking place November 2nd.
So I think they do another one at Bash in Berlin. Their second match will be there, and then you do it at Bad Blood, and then that ends that feud, and then you go into Punk and Seth for Survivor Series Rumble Mania. Big money match. You want to do that this time, but Punk sadly got injured at the Rumble, unfortunately, or else we would have had a different result. But then again, we wouldn't have this good storyline that gets better every single week with Punk and Drew.
Exactly. And, I agree with Noah. You can't just have this feud built, for too long and drag it out. It's gotta, be done right, because if it goes any more longer, you're gonna have your audience just feel like, oh, this feud needs to end. We don't care for it no more. Just let them have the match and just call it a day. So, but yeah, I fully agree with what you had to say. So, what do you think, Datila?
They're going to recreate SummerSlam 97 here. Seth Rollins is Shawn Michaels, but I think that Drew McIntyre is Bret Hart and CM Punk is The Undertaker here. I think that you need to remember Seth Rollins got mad at Punk because CM Punk screwed him out of the title. I think you need a reason for CM Punk to be mad at Seth Rollins, and I could definitely see McIntyre provoking Rollins during that match and trying to hit him, but he ducks and he accidentally hits Punk, and Rollins reluctantly counts the 1, 2, 3 for Drew McIntyre. So I think Drew McIntyre is going to win this. Drew McIntyre has been screwed one too many times. I think he needs at least one victory to set for his own satisfaction. So I got to give this to Drew McIntyre with Seth freaking Rollins inadvertently screwing CM Punk.
All right. We agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But it's a hard match to call. It's a hard match to predict.
But I definitely do think no matter who's playing Bret, no matter who's playing Undertaker, they're definitely going to recreate SummerSlam 97. It's
100%.
Who's playing who here?
Yeah, it's very unpredictable, which I like. And yeah, maybe go with my prediction. Punk will probably win it. Hell, I wouldn't mind if Drew McIntyre wins it. So, but like I said, it's just a very like it's just a very good, good match that we're going to, witness tomorrow.
The only thing
It's-
we know for sure is someone is getting screwed over.
Yep.
mhm. Yeah. So overall, this card is, looking good. I'm looking forward to, the matches. Bailey, Nia Jax, yeah. Uh, Cody Rhodes, Sikoa, Bloodline Rules. They're just, recapturing WrestleMania from this year. Dame Priest, Gunther, good match. Good match it will be. Logan Paul, LA Knight. Yeah, it's Logan Paul. I mean, he's good in the ring, though, but nobody is a fan of him. Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker. That could easily be like one of the best matches of the night, next to Punk and Drew McIntyre. So that's what I gotta say.
I think the match of the night could go to Priest and Gunther easily. Those two are workhorses. They know how to put each other over and make their moves look devastating. Their selling is like none other. But Zayn and Breaker, Zayn knows how to sell, and Braun knows how to make it look like it hurts.
Yeah.
He knows how to run those ropes so quick, which he said in an interview he tried it one day, and he was very surprised that he could do it that quick.
Oh, wow.
And since he only tried it once, he said, let me try that at a live event. So he ran back and forth, the crowd popped, and he used it from there. That is his signature. No one else does that like he does. And Zayn consistently puts on good match after good match. So match of the night could go either to Priest and Gunther or Zayn and Breaker.
All right. Yeah. That could. But Datila, what do you think the best match of the night will be?
I agree. I think it'll be Zayn and Breaker, maybe Gunter, Priest, maybe even Punk and Drew. Who knows?
Yeah. So, but yeah, should be a good show tomorrow night. Cannot wait. Hopefully, we all know it's going to deliver. No matches have been announced for the pre-show, which is 3 hours. I heard, even though probably it's going to be all recap, mostly. So you're going to recap stuff for 3 hours on a pre-show. So.
What they could do with the first hour is let's see. What I would do with the first hour is I would maybe have them walk around and interview fans instead of doing a recap of just 7 matches. It's not like you have a WrestleMania or an AEW show with 15 matches. This is only to screw over AEW, which they don't need to do because everyone is going to be watching this anyways over an episode of Collision.
Yeah, exactly.
No hate towards them, but if I had my choice and I was a fan of both companies, I would easily go with the SummerSlam show first because I know it's going to deliver on good matches and further storylines and create new ones along the way. Whereas the Collision show is just another show that's not going to add anything to All In. All that has to happen on Dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys think? How long do you think the show is going to go with only 7 matches?
I would have to say it's going to go, well, if it starts at 7, I would have to say maybe the show will be over by around 10:30. 10:30, after 10:30, 11 o'clock.
I would have to say the exact same thing. If this goes to 11, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. Well, Datila's on West Coast
Oh,
time.
West Coast time.
So the show will be over early for her.
Yeah, it'll start at 4, probably end around 7 or 8. I think it'll go a little over 3 hours, close to 4. Because that Bloodline Rules match is ever going to be the longest match of the night.
I think Punk and McIntyre is going to be long as well.
Yeah, definitely. Those 2 matches I could see being the 2 longest matches of the night.
Punk and McIntyre, since they'll probably go maybe 20 minutes.
I'd say 30. Like 30, 35, I could see it.
Yeah. Zayn Braun Breaker, I'd say, could go maybe
15.
maybe 20.
15,
15 or 20. Logan Paul Knight should go
10. Done.
Yeah, 10 minutes. I want that match to be 10 minutes. Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa, that should go 25 minutes.
45. 45 minutes, because that you end that show, and if Roman screws them, that crowd's going to go insane. If Roman returns and spears Solo to screw him with all the bloodline rules, we will get a Owens, Orton, Jimmy, and Roman return to combat the new bloodline. That's what I would do. And that's what I think they are going to do, because if not, then it's a completely missed opportunity. Missed opportunity to bring all those guys back in, 75,000 people, the biggest pop of the night at SummerSlam, and continue on for a Bash and Burley match.
I think that's
what I would do.
I think that might be your main event. I think Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa might main event if Roman's coming back.
They confirmed it's main eventing.
Yep.
Okay. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, that could go, I would say, 15 minutes.
Yep. 15 to 18, yeah.
Bayley and Nia Jax, that should go 10
12.
minutes.
10, 12, easy.
Jamie Priest Gunther should go 35.
Yeah.
So I think so. He's like, I don't see Punk lasting more than 12 minutes in the ring. Let's don't forget AEW's Collisions tomorrow as well. Yes. It's going, it's going along with SummerSlam pre-show.
So are you guys watching that or no?
I'm working till 7. So
I don't watch pre-shows unless there's matches.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I'll be watching.
I'm working till 4. So
yeah, I'll be working till 7. I have Peacock on my phone, so right when I get out, just watch a little bit on my phone and then turn on my TV and then watch the show. He's like, I'll be watching Collision to see what's happening because I don't want to see recaps of matches. Plus, the Collision card looks very solid. Oh, happy birthday, Love Girl 788.
Happy birthday.
Happy to you.
Happy birthday.
38 years old. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know what the Collision card looks like tomorrow. I really haven't seen it. So, but Collision, it's not like, a show like that has like big matches, like you see on Dynamite, like that. So, and it's doing very like horrible in the ratings. But if Shane McMahon, because I don't know if you guys saw the photo of Shane McMahon going around with Tony Khan. So if Shane McMahon signs with AEW, I could sense them possibly doing a like what WWE does, like have a brand split, like you have Dynamite. You have your Dynamite could be your Monday Night Raw, Collision could be your SmackDown, and you could just have the Young Bucks, run Dynamite, and maybe I'm predicting this. You can have Shane McMahon run Collision, and that would be pretty good. And you get your certain superstars, that you want to see on the show. So that's my prediction.
I thought you were going to say that you're going to have Shane McMahon show up on the Titantron and say, I now am a part of AEW or something like that.
That could be pretty cool. If it was done like that. But yeah, that would be my prediction if Shane McMahon comes to AEW. Or you could have maybe him be a part of maybe be a part of the EVPs. Since Okada is the Rainmaker. So, but yeah, this whole Shane McMahon news has gotten pretty interesting.
If they do anything with him, I hope it helps the product and he helps book shows. Because with the booking of the shows, I'm not an AEW fan, but I still know what's happening.
Mhm.
He knows how to book when it's not him. So when I think if he comes in, don't add him onto the show. Add him as a backstage hand and have him book. Because he can produce matches, book, he can do everything, just don't stick him out there.
Mm.
With him, I think you easily have a recognizable name, yes. But if they sign him, they're going to use his name to try and screw over the WWE, and it's not going to work because they've tried too many times, and Shane isn't going to help anything.
Yeah, and he's probably trying to get back at WWE, because of all like the controversy that surrounded him, where he tried to book himself in the Rumble, and they let him go because of that.
Yep, which they should have, because he had no reason. He had no reason to do that. He gained nothing. He would have gained nothing from it.
And he learned, and he's seen his father, book shows, so he knows the thing. If they hire him to like run creative, with Tony Khan. Mohammed
Yeah.
Shine said Britt Baker is suspended. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
And
for something really stupid.
For talking about MJF's girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Datila about this, and I predicted that this is all just maybe a work just to get Adam Cole to come back for when Adam Cole comes back, because then we'll get Britt Baker and Adam Cole return together. Adam Cole could go back to feuding with MJF, because since Adam Cole got injured, they kind of put that feud on the shelf for a bit. So I think that would be a good time to revisit that feud. So maybe we'll get that feud coming back. Get MJF and Adam Cole. Only Adam Cole's now the baby face, and MJF is the heel. So I think it would possibly be good and just end the feud, and then we'll probably get maybe a mixed tag match with MJF and his girl versus Britt Baker and Adam Cole. So that's how the way I think it's going. So, but yeah, so that's my prediction. So I was talking, because like I said, I was talking with Datila about that. So what do you think, Datila? You think that's going to happen?
Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say right now. I think that I think we'll find out once Britt moves on from her storyline with Mercedes.
Yeah, because that could be a pretty good match at All In, but I'm not over Mercedes. So
do you guys pay for those shows? Do you pay that $50 price tag for those shows?
I do.
No.
I did it one time. And I went, I have to. I have to, because what was that show? It was the one where Cole debuted and Bryan did. Something in 2021 or 2022. I did that one time.
All Out, I think.
All Out.
Yep.
That was one of that year's All Out was one of the best AEW pay-per-views of all time.
Now, what I'm hoping is, with the new deal that they signed with WBD to put some of their streaming stuff on Max, if they put the service on Max, that will gain traction to your company, to your product, gain you more views. Then I will be inclined to watch your pay-per-views, because to me, I don't watch that That company, I have a lot of issues with them. I like some stuff. I love some of those wrestlers. But for me, if I can't see the outcome and you're making me pay $50 for a product that I'm not into, too much. Too much. Stick it on Max, and then you might have my attention a little bit more.
And you'll be saving a lot of money.
Yeah. And with Tony Khan, they tried this before, but he thought that his library after 3 years and the library he had was just not worth $1 billion. He wanted more than $1 billion for their product. And I'm like, dude, if you're WWE, $1 billion, sure. But I mean,
this is a company that's only 5 years now.
Yeah.
You have to be, longer. You have to have a long years, in the company just to reach, what WWE has.
Now they have a lot of good stuff, a lot of great wrestlers, good matches. My issues with them is their women are terribly booked. Most of the time now.
I could agree on that because their women's division is just very meh.
They were very petty.
You got your Britt Baker, you got your Mariah May, you got, your Will Nightingale, your Chris Statlander, but they have to be booked, much better.
Well, what they're doing with Tony Storm, that storyline's very good, very entertaining. With Mercedes, they know what they have. They know she's not going anywhere. And she knows she's worth this amount of money. And she's happy only doing select shows. The issue is giving her 2 championships and she only wrestled 2 pay-per-view matches for your company?
Yeah.
That's called bad booking. Not building a superstar. Yes, she's a name, but this is a different character. This isn't a Sasha Banks. This is Mercedes Moné. What she's doing now is she's taking all the money in, and she's eventually going back to the WWE. Eventually. I guarantee you.
Oh.
But another issue I have with them is the way it's being ran over there. You have too many superstars and not enough TV time. You got rid of your dark and your dark elevation.
Yeah.
Is what you got rid of those. Okay. So your smaller stars who you're trying to make that your NXT show, you're paying people to not be on TV. You're not getting their names. Sure, they're able to do a indie show once in a while, but they signed with you to be on TV. If you're not going to use them, cut them, and you might be a profitable company soon.
And you got Ring of Honor as well.
Which I did see that Sammy Guevara is going to stay on there now instead of coming back to AEW.
Yeah. I saw that. Did you hear that, Datila?
I saw he went to Ring of Honor, but I didn't know he was staying.
Yep, he's staying because he said in an interview they have no idea what to do with him there. They don't know what to do because of basically what he did to Jeff Hardy. That hit everybody just in the wrong spot. So they think he might be too big of a risk for them. Wow. But my thing is he's such a young guy and he's one of the hottest guys in their company. In my TV market, I don't know where Ring of Honor airs.
Ring of Honor airs on Ring of Honor airs on online on some site. I forgot.
I found it once by accident when I was flipping through my TV channels.
Oh wait, it's on TV?
No, a couple of years ago. Like back in 2020 when I was going through my TV, it found it once by accident.
The last time that I saw it, it was like a year ago, and it was a Saturday night at 11 p.m. And I went, what is this? And I went through and I'm like, these guys aren't with them anymore. Just reruns, and I'm like, dude, why is Mark Briscoe on there? Why is this guy on there? This is the old setup, old wrestlers, old matches. He can stay there, but I don't think he has a choice in the matter. If it was up to him, you bring back oh shoot, his wife. What's his wife's name?
Oh, Mark Briscoe's.
No, Sammy. Oh shoot.
Oh, Ty
Ty
Mello.
Mello.
Oh my God. Wow. I almost said Taya Valkyrie.
He's married. She's married to Johnny TV. But
That's
that's why.
Johnny
That's why. He's,
Mundo or
that's yeah. That's what
TV
they're
or
calling him.
Nitro or hell his name is.
Yeah, that's what they're calling him now. Johnny TV.
That's actually his name.
Yeah.
Well, God bless him for that one.
Yeah, I'm saying, believe it or not, AEW is estimated at $2.5 billion. If Shane O'Mac shows up in AEW, he has to be the Vince McMahon of AEW just to be a full Vince character. I mean, do we really need that?
Then you'd have a lot of people just complaining every single week that they're copying what his father did.
Yeah. Many people forget that AEW is huge in Mexico, Asia, and the UK. Now, of course, well, they're doing All In at Wembley. CMLL, Blue Panther versus Bryan Danielson, Blackpool Combat Club showing up, not including Double J, Satnam Singh. Oh God, please don't ever mention that name. And Jinder Mahal and AAA tickets sold out so fast. Wow. And that's another thing. With AEW, they're putting, Ring of Honor on there. They're putting CMLL on there. I mean, I don't think to me, I don't really think it fits, like their program.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it could be good for people to, get to watch them, but it's not going to draw any hype.
No, it's not.
I've been flipping through the channels. I don't know if you guys ever flip through the channels. Woman of Wrestling.
Yep. On the CW.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I showed Datila. Have you seen it?
No.
Yeah, because I've been flipping through the channels. I'm so eager to watch it, and I'm like, I don't know if I should watch it. I don't know if I would get into it.
It is actually co-produced by AJ Lee. So she's the reason why it got a TV deal. I just don't watch it because I always forget it's on. Even though it's on my DVR all the time and I still forget. But I know it's a thing. Now, I used to watch a lot of Impact Wrestling.
And she's an Impact fan too, Datila.
Yeah.
I used to watch it a lot, and then I fell off right about where everybody fell off. But now they're starting to become very, very good. Very solid again, and I hope they continue to get better. Not just Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Joe Henry too.
What? Well, he's awesome, but they also got Moose. Moose is a beast. I mean, I haven't been watching him for very long, but that dude, get him and Braun Breaker in a crossover match and let those two behemoths go at it.
Yeah, Datila's always, wants to get me to watch TNA at points. I'm like, you gotta watch NXT.
That's not gonna happen.
With NXT, my woman's gone for right now, and when she comes back, I'll be coming back. I'm a Cora Jade guy. I love Cora Jade. Even when she all the way back to when I spoke to her as Elena Black, sweet girl, love her to death.
Oh wow,
she's awesome.
That's cool.
So when she comes back, I come back.
That's good. He ended up saying WoW is pretty good. All right. I'm hearing a good thing from Noah, good thing from King of Hucho Mundo. So I'm like, all right, maybe a point I'll give maybe WoW a watch. So, but guess we'll end it here. I know Datila's got to get her review going for her channel. No, I know you got work in the morning. So I'm gonna let Noah. Where could people find you at?
You can find me on my YouTube channel. It's just going to be this name right here, Noah Kaser. I do 2 shows every single week, and sometimes I have a podcast all about the Hallmark movies with interviews, stars, guests. My show is Noah Kaser Live. All sorts of new early reviews, all the movie news, box office, and I just started this new thing called Release Rewind, where I look at everything that came out that weekend 10, 20, 30, and 40 years ago to make everybody in the room feel old, but also to educate.
Oh, my back.
Because well,
I'm
I'll say
surprised you
this.
didn't say. Until I'm surprised you didn't say my hole. Nia Jax.
Those shows when you're sitting up for like an hour and a half, you feel like you're in my back. It's not easy, but you can find me there. I'm live 2-3 times a week, and I got videos all the time. So check me out at Noah Kaser.
Yeah, and you're doing a very good job with that first video. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you. It's hard to do a show like that. It's very hard, but it's rewarding.
Yeah, definitely. You can also find me on his channel as well. Datila?
You can find me on Rangers of Wrestling, which is my YouTube channel. I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, occasional Saturdays and Sundays, depending on if there's a PLE or not. I talk all things wrestling, WWE, AEW, TNA. For all things TNA, check me out every Thursday on Body Slam. It is August 2nd. We are officially in Power Month. I will be attending Power MorphoCon, and I will be covering Power MorphoCon. So unfortunately, I won't be able to watch All In live because it's the same weekend as Power MorphoCon. So I'll have some really cool footage from Power MorphoCon, so make sure you guys check that out.
Cool. I cannot wait to see the Power MorphoCon videos.
Yes.
Those should be very entertaining.
Yeah.
Of course, you can find me frequently on both their channels. They're both very good friends of mine. Really appreciate their friendship to me. And, give them a subscribe. They're very nice people. And, check out their channel. Subscribe, comment on them. Give them, promotion. So, like I do. And just check them out. They're, like I said, they're really nice friends of mine. Mohammed El Shine says, please take care, you guys, and bye for now, and see you guys next time. All right. Well, once again, thank you to Noah. Thank you to Datila, for joining me for a stream, going over, our SummerSlam predictions. This was a fun stream, and hopefully I'll tend to have you guys again when we do these predictions. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and be sure to give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow for the SummerSlam review. So see you guys later.